الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه وسلم. Alright, I want to do a quick demo on one way to create an accountability system for you. As you know that our whole life is made up of a number of days. A day is made up of a number of hours, right? You run 100 miles by running a mile at a time. So our accomplishments are based upon the rituals, the steps, the daily contributions that we make. I found it quite a good system, an interesting and engaging way of keeping oneself accountable by following a system. So ideally, once you have done your planning and your visioning, and you want to break it down into some daily activities, right? It could be a concrete thing, or it could also be setting aside some time to think and to reflect and to connect with your inner self and to plan, right? It could be any sort of habit. But once you plan on doing certain things for a certain number of weeks or months or what have you, what you can do is you can potentially take a template system that we have and customize it according to your own needs. Whether you're doing it yourself or working with a coach or an accountability partner, you can do that. So we'll just show you in this video how to do it so that it makes things easier for you. So here you have a shorthand link. You will take that. You should see that link in the video description. You copy that link, go on your Chrome browser or whatever browser you use, you paste it there, and what you would have is a template. I think you'll probably need to have a Google account to do it easily. So you take that template, and what you would do is you would make a copy of that, right? So right now you don't see any options here to make a copy of it. And the reason is because you're not logged into Google. But if you were logged into Google, you would see a way to copy that. So let me see if I want to log into Google. Okay. Okay, so I will just go to my login window. I just use it in incognito window here. So let me do that. So here, I'm logged in here. Okay, so if you're logged in, you should see a window like this. You can click here, and you can make a copy, right? So make a copy, and what you would do is, you would edit it to reflect your own name, whatever. You can change the name of the file, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so change the name wherever you want to place it, and you have your personal copy, right? So now this will be your private copy. It's not shared with us. You can share it with your own coach if you want to, right? Or if you're doing it as a coach, you can share it with your client. The way to do that is you click on these three vertical bars, and you do add collaborators, and you can go ahead and then add. Okay, so that's that. And what you want to do is, like, you can you can call it whatever works for you, your daily mission report or whatever, something that inspires you, something that motivates you. You can put some questions that you want to ask yourself daily, right? It's very personalized depending on what works for you. If you want to put in some hadith or some Quranic words that inspires you, go for it. Anyways, this is what we have in the template. You can change it around to to meet your needs. If there's some inspiring pictures that you want to put in, you can edit that. You can delete it. You can add your own pictures. Do whatever you want to do. Okay. Now, what you want to do basically is, okay, so we will do some modifications, right? I'll show you how to do that, right? So this is your question number one. Actually, what we would do is every question would be a 0, 1, or a yes, no answer. Okay. The reason for that is you're doing it as a quiz. Okay. So the way you would do it is you go in, you click here on any question. You can change it to 5 prayers on time, and then you have a bunch of different options that you can select what type of question it is. I believe you need to have it as a multiple choice to be able to do the scoring as you want to do the scoring. Okay, and it will be a yes, no. Okay, now you want to edit the answer key, right? So the things that you would edit is, what we try to do is, keep a bunch of habits or tasks that you want to accomplish daily, and then assign it a score. So depending on how important this task is in your life, you can give it a score of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's say we give it a score of 5 points. All right, and the answer is yes and no. You would select what is the correct answer, right? You want it to be yes, right? So meaning if you click on yes every day, you get 5 points, right? If you want to have lesser number of points for this, you can have 1 point, 4 point, whatever points you want to have, right? So let's say I'm going to give it 5 points. You can add some motivational feedback if you want to, whatever. I'll keep it simple. I won't do that. Remember, it's just like a one-time effort, and then it will just work for you. Okay. So anyway, this is going to be a 5 points, right? If there's some sort of a class or something, anything that you want to achieve, right? Again, you will name it your thing, right? Habit number 2, whatever, right? And then again, you would say yes is the right answer by clicking on the answer key. Right? You click on this, so this becomes your right answer. Maybe that's not as important to you as developing the prayer habits. You're going to give it a 0.1. Okay? And then, exercise, for example. So you go here, you click on answer key. Yes is your right answer. This is maybe a 0.3 for you. Okay, that's that. You go back, and you can call it, you can click here, and then you can edit it to whatever works for you. Habit number 4. Click on answer key. Okay, maybe that's worth like a point for you, or let's say 2 points, right? And then yes, no, you make yes as the right answer, and boom, you're done. Okay. Then what I would like to have is, you can create as many habits as you like this, right? Then you can do a paragraph type of thing, right? What are you thankful for today, right? So I think it's a good thing to be consciously grateful, right? Sometimes we might have a lot of things that are not going according to how we want them to be, but to look at the positive things and to be thankful for these things would really help, because as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promises us, la in shakartum la azidannakum. If you are thankful, right, if you give thanks, which is, you're thankful from your heart, you're thankful from your tongue, and your actions also demonstrate that you're thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah will definitely increase you, give you more, right? And make that favor that He has bestowed you upon, He will make it consistent, right? So you won't lose it, inshallah. Anyways, so that's some paragraph. You can have other things that you want to, just reflect on. And then when you're doing your weekly review with your coach or accountability partner, these things will be there for you. So again, these are all editables. You can edit them to however you want it to be, right? So you can do that. And these are again 0 points, so these are not counting towards the daily score. Anyway, so this way you would edit your form. Once your form is done, what you would do is you would click on send, right? You click on this link button, probably gonna shorten the URL. And now this is your link that you can go there daily and you can complete your form. Okay, so what I would recommend is that you create yourself a reminder daily that at this point in the morning or at night, I'm going to go there and I'm going to complete my form. Okay, so before we do that, you need to have an agreement with your coach or your accountability partner that, look, I will achieve a score of, if you want to be perfect, you need to have an agreement of, like, I will achieve a score of 6, let's say 9, 11 points, right? So each day, if I don't achieve a score of 11 points, I will owe you $5 or $10 or $20 or $25 or $30, right? Whatever. Make it something that would make it really important for you to achieve, right? Because what happens is that, let's say you don't work out a day, right? Now, okay, you know what? Fine, I won't work out, and I will work out tomorrow, right? And then tomorrow you say the same thing. You don't have any short-term consequences of that, right? That you can realize. But if, let's say, if you say, you know what, if I don't work out, I'm going to pay you $100. Most people would definitely work out, right? So it's again for your own benefit, right? So you can give it to your friend, you can give it to something that you don't care about, something that should hurt you doing, right? It should be very hurtful for you to lose that amount of money, or whatever form that you want to put in. Okay, you might be volunteering for something. If I don't make this score, I'll come and I'll clean your house for you. I'll do your dishes, right? So something that's painful for you. Now you can have it like a score system. So you can also have another option, is that every day I would achieve 5 points, right? Now those 5 points can be achieved by just praying 5 times prayers, or if you miss that goal, then you need to have everything in place, right? This is like, you can achieve 5 points by doing habit 4 and by doing the workout as well, right? So you do something that is meaningful to you. You can come up with that sort of contract, that sort of agreement with your accountability partner or coach, and then you can put that in, right? You can put that in the form description, right? Or add another section, contract, right? I will pay you $5 for every day that I don't achieve, whatever. So, or it could be $50, it could be $500, whatever is meaningful for you. Okay, so once you have done all that sort of stuff, remember we now have the link to our form. You can go there every day and you can submit. Okay, so you'll do yes, yes, no. Okay, this should be whatever, no, right? And you can put your own thoughts and plans and what have you. You submit. Oh, okay, right? So you can then view your score, right? So you got 6 points, right? Now, basically, you keep doing it every day, right? What will happen is, again, you go back to the form page, right? When you're doing your weekly meeting with the coach or your accountability partner, if you go on top here and you click on this button, edit button, you can go into responses, and you can click on the Excel button, so it will make a spreadsheet for you. Okay, and then you have your score, right? So basically, it's timestamp, right? So let's say you would have your entries for the week. You would come up with your coach. You will do your weekly totals, and all the entries would be there. And then based on that, you would pay the coach. What I would recommend is you pay in advance, right? So let's say if what's on stake is $5 every day, what you can do is, if you're doing a weekly meeting with the coach, you can pay him, $35 in advance, and then next week you see him, you get back the money that, the days that you actually had a successful day, right? If it's $5 is too less for you, you want to make it $50 a day, then you should definitely be my client, and then you would be paying $350 to the coach every week. Okay, so I hope that was beneficial. I think that's all I wanted to cover. If you have any questions, let us know. If not, start using the system, and we would love to hear from you how it's working for you or how you're benefiting. Okay, all the best. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.